Well, everybody, this is how it begins and how it ends. Is at this screen. So if you follow me on Twitter, which is probably the five of you that are watching this right now, probably is how you've learned about this. Last night I kind of pitched the idea of something called the Platinum Run, and the ideal being that people do their Let's Plays and they do their you know like just playing through a game or whatever. Um, but I thought, what if I were to take a game that is kind of regarded as being very difficult? And I guess I'll clear that up on my personal opinion about that for Dark Souls. But something that the platinum trophy or 100% trophies or achievements, whatever the game may be, um, it's considered very difficult to get 100% in. And what if you did that and actually made kind of a Let's Play style series of videos of you starting at 0% and then up until you got the platinum trophy or 100%? Um, so I kind of pitched that ideal, like jokingly, like, haha, wouldn't it be cool if I did this? And then like five or six different people were like, yeah, no, I would watch that. That sounds like a great ideal. I would love to watch you play Dark Souls or this game or whatever. And I was like, okay, sure. Um, so I asked around. I got enough people that are interested in watching this. So thank you guys. Um, and I've been wanting to do something like this before, for a while now, like for a few months. I've been talking with like a friend of mine, like we've been going back and forth, like, yeah, this would be something pretty cool to do. So I guess I'm doing it. So here we have the Dark Souls trophy list. There's your platinum. There's some hidden trophies. There's silver, bronze, more hidden stuff, more bronze, all this stuff. Look at this. It's great. It's a list here, and the goal is to get a platinum within this video series. The ideal being that I will either get the platinum or go crazy trying. I guess the tagline for Dark Souls is "Prepare to die." So be ready, guys. I'm gonna die a lot. Um, so I actually just created this new PSN account, DJ Nailer. So if you want to add DJ Nailer on PSN, and maybe and I'll sync the trophies constantly, so you can like view my progression, if that's your type of thing. DJ Nailer is the name based on my new favorite actor. If you you should Google him. So I think with that, we're just gonna kind of jump into this and see how it goes. So just the ideal being that we get all these trophies, or I get all the trophies, and then hopefully succeed. So I've played. I love Demon Souls. Demon Souls was my game of the year, 2009. I've played a decent bit of Dark Souls. It's more of the what I loved about Demon Souls. I'm not a pro at Dark Souls. This is if you're watching this series, don't expect to see some really really high level play coming from me. But hopefully this will be entertaining. Hopefully this will go well and not be just the most terrible train wreck ever. I guess a few guidelines I'm setting up for myself is depending on how this goes, like if this ends up going well and people like it, then I might end up doing other games like after this one's finished. Just because it seems, I don't know, like if this ideal pans out pretty well, then why not? But as far as like I want to set rules, and so I think it's gonna be a case by case basis, obviously. But for Dark Souls, I have looked at a trophy guide. I kind of read through it. Mostly just the stuff of, hey, keep this in mind because there are things you can miss. From what I'm reading, you need three playthroughs of this game, and the platinum it's about 80 to 100 hours, somewhere between there. Basically, I wanna make sure that we don't get into this rut of like 3 or 4 episodes in a week where I'm just kind of roaming around, not really sure what to do. And just making it boring. Like I want it to kind of. I don't want any dull moments, right? So that's a big reason why I kind of did little bit of research about what do I need to know going into this, because like, you know, having played this on my other, like, my main account, you know, I was like, I'm not gonna worry about the trophies. I'm just gonna play through. Now I haven't beat it. I got like, I think just before halfway through the game. And there's still plenty I don't know, so I don't really feel too bad about. Normally I wouldn't like having already played the game. I would have rather gone in blind, but I don't feel too bad in this case. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best. And, you know, I know that this game is gonna require a lot of grinding in certain areas, just kind of level up and stuff. But hopefully I can make it to where it doesn't get too dull and boring for people. So I'm gonna go with Pyromancer this time around, and I'm gonna choosing a gift here. If you don't know, gifts are just kind of an item that you get at the very start of the game. Each does certain things. I'm gonna choose Master Key. I didn't choose Master Key before, but I know that there are certain doors that you can't unlock unless you have the Master Key. Or you will find a key to unlock that door, but the Master Key will unlock all sorts of doors, and so sometimes it can help get you a certain item that you might need. It's gonna be pretty helpful. I'm gonna go with Slim. I guess my playstyle is very much like just, you know, evading and kind of being nimble and fast and agile, and so, you know, a lot of bosses you need to kind of roll out of the way, so I like being Slim. I'm just gonna kind of go with the defaults kind of here. Shaved because DJ Naylor is bald, and you don't really, like, this game doesn't really matter because most of the time you don't really see what he looks like. Anyway, so we're just gonna jump into it. Again, I don't know how this is gonna go. Um, Alright, so kind of a few more things to mention as this gets going. Um, Monday through Friday is kind of when I plan on putting these videos up. So 5 videos a week. I feel like that's pretty good. I mean, alright, I'll let this person talk a little bit more. That's me, guys. Right, so, 5 videos a week. I don't really see the need to do all 7 in a week, but, I'll be recording these videos probably, like, a few days in advance. Not too sure how I'm gonna work that out just yet. This is, like, Friday. This is December 2nd, so this will be going up December 5th. So I'll probably record, like, 3 or 4 of these tonight and see just kind of where it goes from there. So yeah, just like I don't want to record too far in advance. But I want to do it enough to make sure that if something comes up, if I'm not able to record, I have things already ready. That way, like, I don't have to, like, miss a day if something crazy happens, or any, like, unforeseen stuff like that. So let's get going. This is it, man. This is this is the beginning. I guess, like, kind of an introduction. If you never played Dark Souls, if you don't know what Dark Souls or Demon Souls are, if you haven't played any of those games, this is it. Demon Souls kind of shared a very similar HUD. So the top left, you see, my health bar is in the red, and then my endurance meter, or stamina meter, whatever you want to call it, is the green. And so if I hold circle, I can run. So I only have a certain amount of endurance, and that comes very much in. It's very key, a pivotal thing in the game, as you will see, like, throughout this series. If I just press circle, I can dodge roll, and it's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I picked a slim build. When you're fighting against bosses are very huge most of the time, and so it's very key. Like, you can't really block with your shield, so it's very key that you can dodge quickly, just to get out of the way. So that's important. If I hit R1 is my just kind of regular attack. When I have a shield, if I hold L1, I'll be able to use that to block. Or I can press triangle to switch to two-hand. So that will do a little bit more damage. Let's see. R2, I will show a bit. That's kind of a stronger attack. L2 is knocking someone out of the way. It's kind of all I can think about at the moment. This is just kind of the introduction to the game. It's kind of your just for brief tutorial section, almost kind of showing you, hey, it's what you need to do. I've seen that bottom left. You have that kind of my 4 different slots there. So I have a fireball. Because I chose Pyromancer, I actually start with this magic, which like having magic or just kind of projectile weapons is very useful in this game. There's a lot of thought I heard somebody. There's a lot of bosses that you can make a lot easier. It's kind of the same thing with Demon Souls. There's a lot of bosses that if you have like a bow and arrow, or if you just have magic, you can kind of stand at a distance and take them out and make that fight a lot easier on you. And you can kind of cheese your way through certain fights as well. There's kind of part of like the great thing about Demon Souls and Dark Souls is that, you know, mostly I know this from Demon Souls, but part of the great thing about them is a lot of it is just kind of cheesing your way through scenarios where like you run into something. There you go, number 1, guys. We're well on our way. But no, you run into some like a boss or like an area that is really difficult, and you just like you find a way to get through, even if it's like maybe considered cheating. But it's kind of just like within the limitations of the game, so it's not like you just kind of, you know, you're taking advantage of shortcomings of different, like, of maybe the bosses or whatever. So we're just gonna run away from this guy. Hey, guy. Yep. I'm safe here. And then finally, so you saw me light that bonfire. Bonfires are checkpoints in this game. So every time I light it, if I rest at the bonfire, I am healed. And yeah, I can't really do much right now. I can attune my magic. So you can, like, once I get a bunch of different spells, I'll be able to, like, hey, I wanna, instead of using fireball, I wanna use this other spell. Cause you can only carry one spell at a time, as far as I know. But so those serve at checkpoints. So actually, whenever I rest at one, all the enemies that I've defeated will respawn, and if I die, I'll come back to whatever bonfire I was at before. That's something Demon Souls didn't have, because Demon Souls was more of a, you had a hub world, and then you went off into other locations, and so there was no checkpoints there. Alright, let's see if, alright, there we go, we got a shield now. Let's see what's in here. You see these messages on the floor. These messages can be left by different players, and so a lot of times they are people leaving tips, like saying, hey, beware, there's a really strong enemy ahead, or there's a really valuable item, things like that. And a lot of times they will actually kind of be traps. Someone might say, hey, you know, try jumping, to insinuate that, hey, you can't really see it right now, but if you jump, you'll land on a little platform below, and there's like a really valuable item or something, and you go to jump and then you like die or something. So like you got to be careful about that. So now I have a shield. It's not a very good one, but I have one, so that's nice. I don't think I have very many other items to start. Let's see. Got my keys, fireball. We're looking good. Let's go kill this guy. Is there something there? Nope. Show you in a bit. Got an axe. You wanna use that? See what this axe does. Oh yeah, it's got 80 damage. If I kind of hit in the right analog stick, you can lock on the enemies. It's very definitely very key to this game. I killed him, guys. See, this game's not that bad. Or okay, so yeah, I mentioned before. So Demon Souls and Dark Souls are like kind of heralded as these really difficult games, and I think that's a little bit of a misnomer. The thing about both of these games is that, like, they are hard. You know, don't get me wrong. Like, these are not easy games. But I think the big thing about them is that you need to kind of realize that you can't go in and just, you know, do whatever and not expect bad things to happen to you. You need to kind of play by this game's rules. You see here, I still got hit by it. But yeah, you can't, like, you need to kind of come to terms with kind of the rules set by these games and realize that no, you're gonna play by Dark Souls rules. You're not you have to be careful. You have to be on guard at all times. You have to understand that this game is going to this game's going to do everything it can to kill you. But it's fair. There's nothing unfair about it. That's something you probably hear thrown around a lot about this game is if you die most of the time it's because you're not paying attention or it's your own fault. So I'll hear you out. But yeah, it's I think these games, while they're definitely hard, um, they're I think they're hard because a lot of people kind of go in not. I don't want to say not playing the right way because I think that's really I hate it when people are like you're playing wrong, but I think it's a you kind of go in not really knowing what you should be doing, and you learn it along the way. And once you kind of get things, and you kind of get into your kind of in a role with the game, and you understand what you should be doing. Trophy 2, guys. You kind of like I think anyone who plays these games for at least like an hour or so, they're like, yeah, it's not that they're hard. It's just you need to kind of understand, like, yeah, you got to pay attention. So a few things to note. If you look at my, you can't really see him right now. Look at my guy. It's very hard to see. Look at his face. You can tell my face is all messed up. And you see the two zeros at the top. And that means is I am dead right now. So a thing that Demon Souls kind of implemented and Dark Souls has now is you were I think Dark Souls changed the wording. I don't remember what it was in Demon Souls, but you either have humanity or you don't. So when you're at 0, it means you don't have humanity. And so you kind of look like a zombie. And so actually what that means, each kind of have their pros and cons, but basically the gist of this is if you lack humanity, if you're like Mr. Zombie Dude over here, then you cannot be invaded by other players. But that also means you can't pull in players to help you, like in co-op. But if you have humanity, so you'll have like a 1 or a 2 or like whatever number up there, that means that, hey, people can invade your game and attack you, or you can call in other people to help you maybe in a boss fight or a very difficult area. Also, like, so actually new to this game, because there was last game it was like just either or. This game, when you have humanity, there's kind of levels of it, so you can have like a 1, 2, 3, I think up to 30, and depending on how much humanity you have, will kind of increase like item drop rates and things like that. So actually you saw here, I kind of walk up the stairs and that boulder fell down and crashed through the wall. A lot of stuff like that, a lot of traps like that you need to be kind of careful about. That's why it's very important to kind of take things slow. And then the Estus flask that I just got. Stay there. You need to pay attention. The Estus flask that I just got, if I press square, it's kind of your healing item. And what's really nice about this game actually is those replenish every time that you go to a campfire or a bonfire. They go back, which is really nice. And so you have 5, and then there's actually ways to get more a little bit later on. Pyromancy flame, oh man. And you see my strong attack with R2. If I do that, it's a little bit stronger. Or what I really like is if I push forward and R2 at the same time, he does like this plunging attack. This does a lot of damage as well, so that's pretty cool. You know what? I forget if I said this or not, but in the top, in the bottom right, that number there, that is my souls. So I guess like the last thing I can think of to introduce right now, for people who may have not played Demon Souls or Dark Souls, is your souls is kind of your currency and experience. So you use your souls to level up at the bonfire. I guess that's something I can unlock with the Master Key. So you can use your souls to buy items from different kind of vendors, or if you go to a bonfire, kind of after this tutorial section, you can start leveling up there. So souls are super important. When you die, you do drop souls. So if I were to die here, I would drop my souls right here, and then I would go back to the bonfire, and I would have to make my way back without dying to reclaim my souls. And then the white light. This is very key. Basically, sometimes it does. Sometimes it's just kind of there. Most of the time, if you see this white light, that means that there was a boss behind it. In this case, there is a boss. That guy that we ran away from earlier in the game. We're gonna have to fight him now. So I just got that one thing, Pyromancy Flame. So yeah, I can use my pyromancy now, which we're gonna take advantage of, for sure. So I think I'm ready. This guy, it's not too bad. I think I can get him my first try. Just gonna jump and oh, he didn't do it. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh, I can't see my guy. Oh. This is going to a great start. I didn't mention at the beginning of this video, but I tried to record this actually like an hour ago, and I got like 10 minutes into the game, and I looked down and the video wasn't recording, and so I started over. Or no, the first time I tried to record and it was like, nope, you don't have enough space on your hard drive, so I had to clear space, tried to do it again, got 10 minutes in, and I looked down and the video wasn't recording. This is actually the third time I've been trying this. And I go to talk it up like, hey, this guy's not that hard. And then I go and die. But that's fine. You'll be able to see, hopefully I'll be able to beat him, and then you can see what it's like to recover souls and stuff like that. Actually, what I was talking about, what he didn't do is, you get this, when you're like standing above a boss, you can kind of jump down, and it's kind of like that you dive down on top of them and hit them, and it's this really like devastating attack that you can do, and it takes off like a bunch of health, like super, especially against that boss. It makes things so much easier, and I guess like, I don't know, I guess my guy just didn't do it. He just jumped down, and so yeah. So that happened. But that's okay. So good. So I was gonna do that and then like take him out with my pyromancy, but guess not. I guess you kind of saw right there. So that's, your stamina meter goes down whenever you attack. And so you have to be careful, like, if you run out, you can't attack anymore. So you kind of like have to bring up your shield again. So something to keep an eye on. All right, try number 2. I think I can do it. You know, the last one was a fluke. Let's see how this goes. There we go. See? Now we're just gonna switch to pyromancy. We're gonna take this guy out. Oh man, look how much that did. That's nice. Weird. Owning this guy. Look at that. See, that's how you do it. Yeah. I am awesome. Victory achieved. I'm kind of sad. Like, okay, so this is post-patch. It just gives me humanity. So you can actually use that humanity. What that does, that fully heals you and that grants you humanity. Usually you don't want to use it until, like, you really, like... It's one of those, like, you run up to a boss, and if you think you really need help, you kind of use that. So you can regain humanity. It's something you don't want to use often, because you don't get a lot of it. You have to, you know, certain enemies will drop it. So... This is post-patch, and so, like, it used to say you defeated instead of, like, victory achieved. I loved you defeated a lot more, but it's great. So, yeah, I'm definitely loving the fact that I, had that fireball. That was nice. And you saw there I was able to regain my souls, since I didn't die after that. If you die a second time after losing your souls, then the other ones are gone for good, so... So I think, yeah, that was, yeah. Just gonna go up here. Look at this. It's a nice view up here. So I think we're gonna end it here, kind of once I land, for episode 1, and then we'll pick up again. I think, yeah, you know, getting off to the right foot. We already got one death under our belts. I think, should we keep a tally? I feel like I feel like we should do that. I'll keep a tally. I'll, like, under each episode, I'll update it or something. And I'll make sure that I can, oh, look over there. Is that trophy number 3, I think? Let's check it out. And we'll have to do this. What we'll do, we'll keep a tally of deaths. Here's what I'll do. Okay, so I wanted to, like, or incorporate some kind of contest into this. So I just thought of it. What's gonna happen is... And trust me, guys, aim high when you guess. What we will do is... in the comments, make I'm trying to figure out how I should do this. Like, if there should be like a deadline or something for the guesses. But I think it'd be cool if, like, you guys guessed how many times I will die from starting off up until I get the platinum. So, like, death count total. And then whoever gets the closest wins, like, a PSN code or something. Or, like, I don't know, maybe like an Amazon gift card or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know, like, give some ideas, because there needs to be some kind of cutoff, because I don't want it to be like, I don't want someone to jump in at the very last episode and see that I died like 500 times, and then guess like, oh, well, it'll probably be like 510 or something, and then get it right. So there needs to be some kind of cutoff. But it should last a while, for enough time for people to like kind of start seeing this. And then I'll be sure to remind you guys at the end of each episode. So it looks like we got, okay, so we got Enkindle, Light Bonfire Flame, Estus Flask, Acquire Estus Flask, and Reach Lord Duran. So arrive in Lord Duran. So 3 story-based trophies. I think that's all we got today. But that's, you know, that's probably, this might be the best video in the series, because I don't know, I can't think of any other time that I'm gonna end up getting that many trophies in a video. But there you have it. So that is episode 1 of Platinum Run Dark Souls. Thanks for watching. We will pick up right away, right where we left off. We'll go and see if we can level up anything and see what awaits us in Lord Duran. Again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any ideas for like other things I should be doing, like any cool things to do, anything that makes this a little bit more exciting, leave it in the comment section or talk to me on Twitter, because I think I respond to everything on Twitter. But I will see you, guess we'll see you tomorrow for episode 2.